What's up, YouTube? Yeah, I decided to come back with another one. It's a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to speak about your ability to being delusional and the limitations that people put on that. Like, don't put no limitations on it. Like, please don't. No matter what nobody says, no matter how you feel, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep going. You got to keep driving. You got to stay focused. You got to be so much locked in and don't care about what people think or care about what people say. You know, you got to just only listen to the thoughts that come in your head that is pushing you. You know, there are multiple thoughts that come in our head every day. Especially like on the negative side, you know. And when we can know in our discernment with when a thought is not ours in our head, even though that it comes to our head, you know. And how you dictate that and how you discern that within yourself is if it got you doing something that you don't feel good doing, but it's comfortable to you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to break out that comfort zone, you know, like, please do get your rest when it's need be. You know, I was always a person all my life to be an overworker, you know what I'm saying, a workaholic. People always put me in that category, or they call me slave and stuff like that, but I always kept working. But I learned to change my mentality from that to putting it into my content and putting it into my creativity. So when you learn to shift it like in that type of way, in that type of perspective, then you really in the ball game. You really got yourself rolling. You really something serious, and you really got something going, and you can get something out of it. So just keep that type of mindset. Don't lose that type of way of thinking. Always keep yourself in clarity, and don't listen to other people judgmental ways or their judgmental opinions, you know, or what they feel like you should do or they feel like you shouldn't do, you know, because that could be somebody that trying to block you from something that they see in you, you know. And people can see stuff in you before you even can see it in yourself. That's the other backhand of that, you know. That's the other twist and the plot on that. Just pay attention to that and pay attention to who you tell what you got going on to. And another thing too, bro, it's best for you to keep stuff to yourself, you know, really know that you trust someone before you like let them know not even your full plan, but in my case, I do content. So that'll be at least like 65% of my plan, my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So if I get on here and I be like, or not get on here, but if I go to someone randomly, say if I go to a coworker at my job and let them know about my YouTube, and then they come to my YouTube and they start watching my YouTube, not saying nothing towards no one that did get on my YouTube or did get my channel or did find access to be able to subscribe to me. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is that you just have to be careful, you know what I'm saying, from vice versa. Even if it was that person that had a YouTube, I wouldn't advise them to say, come tell me about it, because you don't know me like that. You don't know what my intentions are, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that going on nowadays, and not saying that you can't grow your page and you can't, what's the word is, I'm not finna forget a word again like I did in my last video. Yeah, y'all go check out my last video too, man. I was pretty much speaking on Screaming University and my opinion on it and how people are so desperate. But back to this video. I'm about to put that. I hate doing that. I hate having these type of ways where stupid. I have a way I'm about to say something and then I forget the whole concept or the whole way I was about to put it. Because what I was talking about, watching who you trust and like vice versa. Like if it was me in that type of predicament, you don't know who I am and you don't know what my intentions are, you know what I'm saying, to go to your channel or to know your channel or to know on what you're speaking on. And then that's another thing too. You just want to be careful on certain things that you say. You don't want to just be coming to the internet and actually putting out stuff where it's gonna cause you to lose something that you still want to hold on to, especially like working wise, your job. So you got to be very careful with that, and you got to be very smart, and you just got to know to read your stuff when you get it in your contracts and your handbooks and stuff like that. When it comes to the social media side of it, just be sure to go over that stuff, and I've been sure to go over all my stuff with mine. So, but I'm just talking in circles right now because I'm trying to get back to what I was at in the beginning just now. The whole way I was about to put that, but just pretty much just be careful, bro. Just be careful with the way that you put yourself out there, and not saying that you can't network with people. Yeah, that's what I'm about to get at. Not saying that you can't network with people, or you can't, like, what's the other word I'm looking for? I just not seen the word engagement. You know, you can't, not saying that you can't have engagement. Now yeah, that plays a big part in a big role of your success and your growth when it comes to your content and when it comes to whatever level you want to get on it. Now my goal is not to become famous or not to chase anything behind this. Now if anything, my fame goal is my music. You know what I'm saying? It's not my content. You know, this is something that I do for fun. This is something that I just love doing. It's an outlet. It's like therapy. Even if I had the money to pay for a therapist, I wouldn't. I would just come to this camera and turn it on because I could talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I can go back and watch this video for free. You know, long as I have the appropriate storage, you know. And then you got to just know how to, like, sometimes put some videos to the side, like back it up, put it on the laptop, put it on the tablet or something like that. Put it somewhere in like a hidden file, you know, so you could just go back to it and watch it when you're ready, you know. Stuff that, excuse me. Stuff that I've been working today, so excuse me, man. But stuff that when you do like content and stuff like that, and when it comes to that type of subject of it, of you engaging in how I was about to put that.
Stupid bitch. You a stupid motherfucker.
I done did that twice in this one video. Just gotta. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I'm not trying to zone out or nothing like that. What I'm trying to do is really trying to think on what direction I was trying to go, because I had it and I was going in that direction, and then I went all over the, like, dang. But yeah, that's how you gotta be. Just like how I am right now. You know how I'm not letting it get to me. I'm still going. I'm still interacting with my video. I'm still speaking, and I'm still having that conversation of what I'm talking about and still staying on topic, even though that I was talking in a whole nother type of sense right now with towards myself in the video, putting myself in third person view. But nah, it's not even like that, but it could be like that, you know. But don't care though, you know what I'm saying? It's not all about just having everything perfected and everything the way that it supposed to be for you, the way you think it should be, you know. And being hard on yourself and beating yourself up about it when it doesn't go that way and calling yourself a failure. That's when you're letting your subconscious believe that, and they're gonna kill you from all of the energy, and you're gonna feel doubtful, you're gonna feel down, and you're gonna feel scared. You're gonna be a bunch of fearful energy, and you're gonna make a bunch of excuses for yourself not to get up and keep going and staying motivated, you know. So you gotta stop doing that, because it starts with you, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't get yourself to that strong, confident side, you're never gonna get there. And nobody else gonna help you get there. No matter who you meet, you can meet someone that's very close, that's gonna be uplifting, that's gonna show you a bunch of genuine type of energy, you know what I'm saying? Or genuine love, whatever the case may be. And you're gonna put yourself in that situation and you're gonna drain that person, you know, because they're gonna get tired of it, you know, because you're supposed to be working on yourself, you know. You're supposed to be weak. And that's one thing you don't wanna do. You not saying that it's nothing wrong with uplifting a person, but you want to make it where it's a balance and it's equality in it, where it's understanding and understanding, where that person is willing to go within and work on themselves as well, you know, not just you putting in all the work to get this person to work on themselves, because you and that person is two different people, no matter the age, no matter the gender, it don't matter what that is. It just matter about you and the core of you, and you activating in that, and you stand in that, and you're not letting you becoming unstoppable. So yeah, that's that way you come unstoppable spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. You know, you learn emotional intelligence, you learn spiritual growth, you learn physical focus, you know, because you gotta stay focused to stay in shape. And you learn mental capacity, because you need as much as room as your mind as you need to gain new abilities, new thoughts, new creative styles, and new ways to just promote yourself or promote your content or whatever you do with your creative style, or to make new music, or to make a new skit, or to invest into something, and to be able to speak with an architect, and you want to create an idea, you know. So you can't just go to the architect lost and making him make all the ideas, and it's yours that you're trying to create. It's your company or your business or your establishment that you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, main focus of the video, bro, is don't be delusional, man.
What I really meant to say was be delusional. Yes, be delusional.
Don't do it at all, bro. It's not worth it. It's a lot more on the other side of the fence. You just gotta keep fighting, and you gotta just keep pushing, and you gotta just push it down, create that domino effect. You know, no matter how many times it knocks you down, no matter how many times you feel weak, full throttle, bro. Full throttle. But yeah, it's nobody new out of the blue. Let that love come around there. Especially that shit ain't true. Real shit. Hold on.
And my scenery, and my pollution, I need my weed, and my scenery, I can feel it in your chemistry when you break it down.